Hello, and welcome to another daily devotion. Words of encouragement as you face today and all the days of this week. Over the next couple of days, we are just going to be reflecting on Psalm 18. Psalm 18, verses 1 to 3 goes like this. I will love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God, my strength in whom I will trust. My shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I will call upon the Lord who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies. Like many of these Psalms, I first encountered these words in a song. The Lord is my right and the rock of my salvation. Of whom shall I be afraid? I will call upon the Lord, for he is worthy of praise. So many songs that come out of this psalm. And this is a victory psalm. The title on top of the psalm tells us that David spoke these words to the Lord when the Lord had delivered him out of the hand of all his enemies and out of the hand of Saul. David is an interesting character. We usually think of him as being plucked out of his family household in the family of Jesse, plucked out of his shepherding days, and then the next thing you know, he was in Saul's household, and then after that, he was king. But in actual fact, from the time that he was plucked out of his shepherding days, he spent 20 years on the run. 20 years, and that's a very long time. He was a fugitive, running away from Saul, running away from everybody, and he was a man who had lost everything. Now, we can say, of course, it's easy to say, I will love you, Lord, when you have the victory. Of course, David can say that because he has won a tremendous victory. But in actual fact, if we look at this man's life for 20 years, he lost everything. He lost his career, he lost his safety, he lost his youth, he lost his family, he lost his career, he lost his rights as a person, he lost his connection to God and to the covenant people. In fact, from time and time again, if you read the Lament Psalms, you find that David often questioned or complained to God. So this was a man who had been through it. It was not a simple victory that he had won. And yet, throughout that time of being lost, if you want to put it that way, throughout that time when all kinds of things seemed set against him, he never lost sight of his hope in God. So when this victory finally came, he began by saying, I will love you, O Lord, my strength. Within these few verses, you actually have about 9 different terms, 9 different titles that David gives to God. He begins by saying, I will love you, Yahweh, my strength. I will love you. The scholars tell us that the Hebrew word used for love here is a very rare word. It's not a word that is commonly used for love. This is a word that carries a lot of passion and a lot of emotion, a word that doesn't talk about intellectual commitment or anything like that. This is, I will love you to the uttermost of my being. I will love you right down to my roots. And so David affirms his love for God, not just because God has delivered him, but because God has been with him for the past 20 years. And so he is able to affirm who God is in his life. I will love you, O Lord, Yahweh, the covenant keeping God, the God who made that promise to him in the first place and kept it all the way through. I will love you. As you go into this day, maybe there may be a lot of challenges along the way. But I would urge you to begin by turning your face to God because this God has kept you thus far. It may not seem like it right now, and right now you may not even be able to sense His presence, but He has kept you. He has held your hand, He has led you thus far. And this God who has taken you all this way will continue to guide you all the way home. So let us begin today with this word of encouragement, like David turning our face to God and saying, I love you, Lord. God bless you on this day.